Andy Barr joins us now to talk about why you should update your Apple device to the operating system 10.
Have you upgraded?
I have, but I only have, what do we have?
We have the 5s.
These are work phones, and we have the 5s. So there's no benefit for us to upgrade. It just takes up more memory. That's it.
No, there are
It
additional features, and I'll explain those.
You will?
Yes, but for the people out there that are looking to upgrade, if you're wondering, should you upgrade? Basically, if your phone has the Lightning port, you're going to be able to upgrade.
What's the Lightning port?
Do you remember the 30 pin on the iPhone 4? It was a different pin.
Right, the smaller.
And this Lightning port's reversible, so it's basically the iPhone 5.
Right.
It could be the iPad Mini 2. Or the 4th generation, I think, of the normal size iPad. So, and if it has a Lightning port, that's the way you know you can upgrade.
If it has a smaller opening, upgrade.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Lightning port.
I didn't know that.
So what are the advantages?
There's a couple of new advantages. Siri, she's getting smarter. You can actually have like real conversations. You don't have to talk to her like a robot. They've also opened it up to third-party apps. So if you say use WhatsApp, you can say send a text to Steve on WhatsApp that I'm going to be late for 5 minutes. Some stuff like that.
And it actually makes sense and it's carried out properly?
Yeah, and you know another one, they actually work with Uber. So you could say, without even opening the Uber app, not that we're ever going to use this here in Vancouver,
right,
yes.
but you could say, you know, schedule an Uber in 5 minutes from my location.
Right.
So you don't even have to go into the app anymore. It's like Siri is really becoming your personal assistant.
I have never used Siri ever for one thing.
Really?
Never.
Oh, it's pretty good. Like set reminders. Like sometimes I'm like at work and I'm like, oh, I gotta get some milk today. So I just like open my phone and say, remind me to get milk. You should try it. It works.
Especially if you need milk.
Are you sure?
Yes. You can even set it to location so that you can say, like, on your way home, you can set it so that it will make a message to you to remind you to do stuff.
How do I find?
We're going to have to do a little lesson in
how do
Siri
I get
101.
Siri again, though?
You have to press the button. Right?
You have to press the button.
What button?
Now, I don't know if you guys, you both upgraded. Did you notice changes with the home screen?
Yes.
Yeah, there's
unlocking.
a home button now.
The whole sliding aspect of sliding is gone. Just holding your thumb onto the fingerprint, the Touch ID, to unlock it is gone. So you have to actually
press. We have 5, so we actually have to...
remind me to get milk.
See? She might...
Okay, I'll remind you.
You should have told her what time. Yeah. You should say, Siri, remind me to get milk at 10 a.m.
Siri, remind me to get milk at noon.
I think you have to press the button again.
I do, see?
You can't, she's not in the phone. Like, you actually have to call her up.
Another big changes with the iOS 10. We gotta do some lessons with you.
Okay, so what's the other ones?
Another good one is iMessage. I don't know if you guys use iMessage a lot.
Is that text?
It is basically, it's Apple's version of text.
Yeah.
When you're going from one Apple device to another.
Right.
Yeah.
They've added a whole bunch of new features. So
you're right.
You can put effects on there.
Yes.
You can do writing.
They have emojis. So if I sent you guys a text going, you know, Randy and Steve, let's go for a beer and watch the debate tonight, it will see the word beer and use
a beer icon.
A beer icon.
I've used that a lot.
Right.
I'm sure you have.
And you can sign your name now, right?
You can actually sign your name. You can do what's called like invisible ink. So you can send a message where they have to swipe it to see what the message is. So they're trying to experiment.
Does Siri help you with that?
Well, Siri, you know, she's getting some, I don't know how much she works with the iMessage, but in terms of the texting back and forth, there's a lot of new features.
Okay, Andy, let's get to the bad stuff, because you know I'm an Apple guy. I love Apple.
I know that. Yeah.
You know that. So when we upgraded, both Randy and I disliked the email portion.
Yes.
Because it gathers all your emails into one spot, and it basically rotates them through. So can you get rid of that? Because it's really annoying.
No, and you know what? That's funny that you mentioned that. That's one of the biggest criticisms they have with iOS 10 is the Mail app is not catching up to all the other ones.
Right.
Like right now, I'm using Microsoft Outlook, the app on both iOS and on Android. It is awesome. Like, you think Microsoft, right? You know, come out with a good app, but it is fantastic.
Okay.
And it's very much like the Outlook that you would see on your computer, but they've done that. Now, Apple, like you said, the Mail app needs to be improved. I guarantee you next year they're going to realize that, because that's one of the biggest criticisms a lot of people are having, especially business users who are using their iPhone.
Well, especially when you get multiple emails, like in a business from different parts of the company, but it's the same people that you're responding to.
That's right.
They all bulk together. So unless you try to unbulk them, it's hard to figure out which is the new email, which isn't the new email.
Yeah, it's a lot of noise that's coming on the email. And the thing about iOS, when you make those upgrades, you can't just change your mind and go back.
Absolutely.
It's like you got to really think about this. Right? It's a big life decision that you have to make. But if you do, make sure you back your phone up, either on iTunes.
You're certainly entitled to that opinion.
So Siri might disagree with me on that.
Right.
That's funny.
She thinks the email is actually much better than it is, but
yeah, if you are going to make this upgrade, you can tell in your phone, you go in the settings, but what you want to do is make sure you back up on iTunes or on iCloud before you do that, just in case anything happens. Because the people who upgraded right away when it first was released, some of their phones got bricked, and Apple had to come up with an update. So
what's bricked?
Bricks is like when you can't use your phone anymore.
Okay,
it doesn't work, and you have to restore it from default.
All right,
we're way out of time.
Oh, sorry.
Siri, say goodbye to Andy.
That may be beyond my abilities at the moment.
That's right. Well,
I don't think she likes me.
No, apparently not.
It's not
you
that
said nice things
helpful.
about her. So
I know.
Thank you, Andy Berard.
My pleasure.